So students, in our today's session, let us see the third lesson, algebra. In algebra, the particular topic quadratic graphs. Okay, so the introduction is the trajectory followed by an object, say a ball thrown upward at an angle, gives a curve known as parabola. So you can see from here, if we throw a ball in different directions, the arc formed or the curve formed will be called as a parabola. Then the trajectory of water jets in a fountain or of a bouncing ball results in a parabolic path. So this is a parabolic path. Okay, so a parabola represents a quadratic function. A quadratic function has a form f of x equal to ax square plus bx plus c. You already know this is the general formula of quadratic equation. Okay, so when it is represented by the which is equal to f of x means it will be called as quadratic function. So where a comma b comma c are constants and a not equal to 0. Okay, so this will be called as a parabola of a function. Okay, so you can see different points marked, and parabola is nothing but a general curve. You can draw the curve anyway, but you should not shake like this or like this. Straight curve it should be. Okay, and another thing you can note is when the y value is small, it will become larger and larger. When the y value is big, it will be smaller and smaller. You can see that the value of y equal to x square is the blue curve, but the value of 4 into x square is already greater than x square. Then you can see the red curve which is smaller than the blue curve. Here you can see the y equal to x square is this blue curve, and the y equal to 1 by 4 x square. 1 by 4 into something is the small only, smaller than the first one. You can see the red curve, it is larger one, the original. So a parabola is a symmetric with respect to a line called the axis of symmetry. The point of intersection of a parabola and the axis of symmetry is called the vertex of a parabola. Okay, the points in the parabola are called vertexes. Okay, the graph of any second degree polynomial gives a curve called parabola. Second degree polynomial is nothing but quadratic polynomials. Okay, quadratic polynomials will be called as second degree. Degree you already know, the highest power. When the highest power of an equation is 2, then that will be called as a quadratic equation. So in that next topic, finding the nature of solution of quadratic equations graphically. So to obtain the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 graphically, we first draw the graph y equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Okay. So to determine the nature of solutions of a quadratic equations, we can use the following procedure. What are the procedures mean? If the graph of the given quadratic equation intersects the x-axis at 2 points, then the given equation has 2 real and unequal roots. So if the graph of the given quadratic equation touches the x-axis at only 1 point, then the given equation has only one root, which is same as saying 2 real and equal roots. If the graph of the given equation does not intersect the x-axis at any point, then the given equation has no real root. So we'll see this about this nature of solutions detail in the next example, which is 3.48. Okay, so discuss the nature of solutions of the following quadratic equations. Okay, 3 equations are given. We are going to find it is 2 real and unequal roots, or it is 2 real and equal roots, or it is no real root. We are going to check. Okay, so the first equation is x square plus x minus 12 equal to 0. First, we are going to prepare the table values of the equation y equal to x square plus x minus 12. So our equation is x square plus x minus 12 equal to y. So if we substitute the y value, then we are going to find, first we are going to substitute the x value. So let x equal to minus 5 I am taking. Okay, so substitute it in the equation, which is minus 5 whole square plus minus 5 minus 12 equal to y. Okay, so minus 5 the whole square, minus minus plus. Okay, so 5 square is 25. Then plus into minus is minus. Okay, so minus y minus 12 equal to y. So just calculate this, it is minus 17. When you subtract 17 from 25, you will get 8. Okay, 8 equal to y. So which is nothing but y equal to 8. So that only it is written in the first column. Okay. Then if we substitute, let x equal to minus 4. Then minus 4 whole square plus minus 4 minus 12 equal to y. So minus 4 whole square is plus 16, and when you plus into minus 4 minus 12 equal to y. So this is nothing but minus 16, and 16 minus 16 is 0. 0 equal to y or y equal to 0. Okay. So when you put x value as minus 4, then y value will be 0. Then let x equal to minus 3. Keep on putting the values so only you should get the parabola. So minus 3 whole square plus minus 3 minus 12 equal to y. So 3 square is 9, and plus minus into minus is plus, and plus into minus is here minus 3 minus 12 equal to y. So this is minus 15, and 9 minus 15 is nothing but minus 6 equal to y or y equal to minus 6. So you can see here minus 3 and minus 6. When x value is minus 3, y value is minus 6. So let x equal to minus 2. So minus 2 whole square plus minus 2 minus 12 equal to y. So 2 square is 4, and minus into minus is plus, and plus into minus is minus, and 2 minus 12 equal to y. So this is nothing but minus 14, and 4 minus 14 is minus 10 equal to y or y equal to minus 10. Okay. So here you can see when x value is minus 2, y value is minus 10. So let x equal to minus 1. So minus 1 whole square plus minus 1 minus 12 equal to y. So 1 square is 1, minus into minus is plus, and plus into minus is minus, and 1 and minus 12 equal to y. So this is nothing but minus 12 equal to y or y equal to minus 12. Here you can see plus 1 and minus 1 cancel.